Howdy everyone, here I am, Laurel Shadows, to give you the Dragon Ball Super episode 35 review, which is unfortunately was delayed, just like the other Dragon Ball Super episode, including Star Wars Rebels episodes and villains discussions. And the main reason is because, technically there are three reasons actually. Number one, of course, in the past 2 weeks, I was really busy with college. Number two, I had problems with my laptop, mostly with my internet connection. And number three, this last week I was on Eastern holidays with my family, so in the short terms I was on break. I mean, hell, every single YouTuber in the world, deserves to have a break sometimes. So those three reasons were the only reasons why I was so late with all my videos and everything. So I'm hoping all of you will forgive me, But what can I say? Problems happen, and of course, with college, and sometimes YouTubers deserve a break, so you know what I'm saying. So with all being said, let's just move on with the episode, okay? So this episode, number 35, was actually much more odd, mysterious, and funny than like a regular Dragon Ball Super, with action, new characters and everything, Well, so let's begin one step by another, which for me, I found a much more shock and amusing scenes, which I'm definitely going to talk right now. The shocking scene was that Frost, which I can definitely say, like all the others, that Frost from Universe 6, from my opinion, is far more weaker than Frieza. Trust me, because all the shit that Frieza did with Vegeta before turning into Super Saiyan God, of course. Before that, Frieza, since the Frieza saga, he always beat the crap out of Vegeta. He beat the shit out of him. He did shit to him until the resurrection, of course. But this guy. All the time, talking, they're like, nah, I'm not gonna use the needle. I'm gonna use the poison, I'm gonna use this poison to kill you, because after Vegeta saying, no, don't disqualify this bastard, I'm gonna get rid of myself, because his voice and his only person looking, he's really not pissing me off and everything, so I want all the weapons, all the weapons, secret techniques or whatever fuck, should not be fouls, to be regular, legal and everything, because I'm gonna beat the crap out of this bastard, this son of a bitch, who looks almost like Frieza, so I want everything to be perfect. For one fucking blow, one fucking punch, he knocked him out. Right in the air, then down. With one blow. Well, technically one punch. One punch. He knocked him out. One. Even though Frost, all the talking shit and everything, just blow him up. With one blow. One. Which definitely I was really surprised, because, you have to understand, because at the beginning, when it's the first time I saw Frost, I felt if he's the Emperor Frost, he is have the same title as Frieza, only that he's doing his evil work much more differently than Frieza from Universe 7, but I felt he's, at least he's gonna be on the same level as him and everything, stuff like that, but these past two episodes proved me wrong, because the only thing I can say right now is that Frost is a show-off. The only way I can see him right now, that Frost is a show-off. That's one thing, That's the other thing, so. And the other thing, actually the other parts, and of course, the other parts before, the next round, was actually particularly, mostly funny, and particularly mysterious. When I say mysterious, I'm talking about Monaca. Right. I'm talking about Monaca. Because, even, but the truth is that since the first time I saw Monaka, I'm not talking about anime, I mean the first time I saw him was in the manga, but there, the first time I saw him, I thought, like, this guy with, like, this tiny little nipples, which a blind man can see it, that he's, like, the first strongest opponent that Beerus ever faced? Really? And then the punch of Goku, like, when he gave him, like, one normal punch, he almost starts to cry and say, like, no, everything's fine, like, everything, and then, but in this episode, like, because, like, after, like, Beerus found, like, the needle, should say, where the wound where, like, the frost needle, like, strike him, and everything, he said, like, I found a weapon, so I want that Goku returns back to the tournament, so, so we will continue the fight and everything, and of course, like, Champa with all, like, his personality, which definitely, I can say that Beerus for me is much more cooler than Champa, but where, so, like, Champa, of course, like, he let him enter, in the ring again, and then, like, he said, like, okay, like, I'm back in action, so I will fight, after Monaka, and the look on Beerus' face, in the look, in the way how he was talking, like, like, trying to protect, like, not be, making not be interesting to Monaka, those face and the personality and that time, the moves were priceless, because in the way, when Beerus, like, was swaying, being afraid, like, like, no, I want Monaka to be the trump card. I want the Monaka to be the last, and when Whis, like, just added, like, when are you gonna, Lord Beerus, when are you gonna think that it will be the right time, to explain Monaka's true colors, and he was like, shut the fuck up, and, and then, like, of course, like, Goku just like, being interesting, Monaka, and much more and more, because, like, but I don't have a chance, to see him fight and everything, so could we at least, like, fight, after the tournament, is over and everything, and even then, Beerus didn't want, like, to get closer and closer, and even when, when we said, like, he passed out after, like, the first Goku's Kamehameha, now that was actually pretty weird. So in my short terms, before, to keep it simple, I believe that Monaka is not that much powerful for the strongest being in the universe, so much, bullshit, as Beerus is saying. Because the way I was seeing this episode, I don't believe anymore. I'm begin to be suspicious about Monaka himself, because I really do not believe that he's so powerful as Beerus said. So, I mean, that's just my speculations, even I believe that at least I'm 90% true. Right, even if after Beerus said, like, no, like, Monaka is meditating, like, the last one who stopped him meditating, Monaka destroyed the entire planet because of that and everything, bullshit. I think for now I can only think that this was bullshit. That was one of the parts. The other parts of this episode really find pretty interesting. Is like when you see like Frost, this cocky son of a bitch, like just sneaking out. Just because at the beginning I felt like is he escaping or something? And then after I saw what's on the other side, I understand why he was like sneaking out because like. It appears like that Champa was offering all, like, all this, his warriors, all his team, like, if they win, like, you can have all this precious, like, booty, with gold, jewels, diamonds, blah, blah, all the kind of, rich stuff, and he said, you can take everything as much as you want, and the other prize, it appears like, and so, in the other prize, if I understand correctly, was Champa's, the transporting cube, So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit mistaken because beginning, I felt like only the jewels, like all this will be the reward and everything. So, I think that Frost is trying, like, like stealing the Champa's, cube and everything, trying to get away and everything, And then out of nowhere, you have Hit coming out. Yeah, Hit, the ultimate greatest hitman in the Universe 6, which is just few blows. I don't know what the hell is that technique was, he just knocked out Frost, no killing him. I repeat, he knocked him out, but not killing him. Knock him out, no killing him. Oh no, like you're not. You know something? Even if I'm hitting him and everything, I want to take the Champa's transport cube. It's not gonna be you. It's gonna be me. So you're coming. He took his body like you're coming with me. Even if Vados, at the beginning, she went there and like tried to stop Frost and everything because she saw him like sneaking out and everything. But don't worry, Hit got the job done. Even if he said like he wants the cube, not Frost. So it's gonna be me, not you, Frost. There was the other scene. And the other part, say the finale of the episode, was pretty interesting, because in the finale of this episode, Vegeta had to fight a robot who called himself Auto Vegeta. Funny enough, even in the manga when I saw him, I really have to say, like, I thought at the beginning like he's gonna be he's like a simple robot, I'm thinking like he's gonna be strong enough and everything. But after seeing this episode, he looks a lot funny. Okay, he looks funny. Really funny and odd, but when it comes to speed, his strikes, his techniques, and his strength in general, he's pretty interesting, because even after Champa's, just for him, he created like all these gigantic barrier cube, just for him. And the one thing and also, of course, Beerus was really, so pissed off, angry, why, what the hell, like, Champa was doing that. And, of course, just like brothers, they're arguing with each other, angrily, And, of course, they end up with, paper, scissors, rock, paper, scissors, game and everything, And, of course, rock, like, paper, rock, scissors. Paper, rock, scissors, and they always came equal, and that was actually pretty funny, because like after all, they are Kyodai, they're brothers, so it was pretty funny to see that, That's the thing, and of course, so in the short term, the only way to say, about Auto Vegeta and the fight with Vegeta, against Vegeta was pretty, interesting, pretty funny, and Auto Vegeta really, as a robot. He really impressed me, with his powers, because when it comes to sense, the only thing, because it was really all for me at the beginning, seeing because the only thing what he ever does is climbing with his robotic hands, hitting his head, I really from what kind of cartoon he came out? From what kind of cartoon he came out? Really, seriously, but I have to admit, sometimes what people say. Looks can be deceived. So, with Auto Vegeta, I can see that. For now. So, with all being said, overall, this episode was actually pretty much more funny, interesting, mysterious, and suspicious about Monaka. For me. And I think I also believe for the others. If you didn't read the manga, of course. And this Auto Vegeta was pretty impressive. Even this Hitman, this galactic mercenary, whatever. We only saw a little bit of his power when he knocked out Frost. Which also is another proof how much he is weak, how much he's a pussy. But I have to say, a pretty damn interesting episode. I can't wait to see the episode 36 because I really want to see what's gonna happen. The finale between Vegeta and Auto Vegeta, this gigantic robot. I really want to see. So overall, this episode was pretty, simple, funny, mysterious. Good, in action, everything. Auto Vegeta was really pretty impressive. I really like the fight between them, and the fight between Vegeta and Frost really shocked me because he only just struck him down with one blow. In overall, the animation was also good. I really like it. I can't wait for the episode 36. So here I am done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, and first give me some what your person thinking about this episode. Give me some what your person thinking about Auto Vegeta, about Frost, about Monaka, your own personal suspicions. About Hit, what do you think is going to happen next in the next episode. Peace everyone, drop a like, I appreciate it, have an awesome rest of the day. Laura Shows like always, signing off, see you next time, wow!